Hi guys, it's me Karen and welcome back to my channel. I thought I would do a video on the pencils I just received. I had mentioned it in the last video that I did with the Derwent let's try the Color Soft ones that I had received as a gift, and I had told you I purchased the Procolours. So they're kind of be able to use them together, and I have one more set that I'm going to get is the Derwent drawing pencils, but I have to wait a little bit to get those. So this is my little swatch book that I made, and I did the Derwent Color Softs on this side, and I'm going to go ahead and do the Procolours on this. And I thought you might want to see me color with these two and get kind of an idea of what these two sets look like in the same paper, and kind of how I feel the difference between them. These are supposed to be kind of a mix between like a soft wax pencil and a hard oil base type. So it's kind of a blend of theirs in between those two ways those two color. These are a wax pencil. I didn't mean to throw oil base, but like their polychromos are really hard, and these are a mix between the hard and the soft. So kind of in the between. So we're gonna go ahead and swatch these out, and you can see what colors we have in here. They're absolutely beautiful. The difference between, I'm just going to grab one of the Color Softs here, and we'll grab kind of a reddish one just so you can see differences here. Okay, we have the color tip at the top with the little silver band. We'll have the word in silver just like the other ones. This one says England, this one says Made in Britain. They both say Derwent, and then the name of the pencil, the Color Soft and the Procolour. They are both the same width in the diameter, although this one looks bigger because it's a red base and this is a black base. And you can see they are, well, maybe this one is just a hair smaller because these are kind of chunky, which is really nice. I like the size of that. Sharpening these, the Color Soft in my favorite sharpener here, which is really dusty because I just sharpened a whole bunch of pencils and emptied it. This is a dull 133, and it has an automatic sharpening thing on it. So you pull this out, put your pencil in, it holds the pencil out, and you sharpen, and then it'll just automatically quit sharpening at a certain point, which is the point that you want on your pencil because it has an adjuster on the back. So you turn it to where you want it to sharpen it, stick your pencil in, just crank the handle, and it'll stop automatically, except for on the Color Softs. It won't stop automatically, so I have to count how many turns I turn. Probably because these are so soft, it can't tell the difference between the wood and the pencil, I'm guessing. So hand sharpen if you don't want to count, so just use one of your hand sharpeners. Somebody had said something about a different sharpener that you could use with these, but I'm going to use mine because I use it on everything. So other than that, the big difference, different color. So far, I haven't colored with these yet, so we will have to see. I have written them all down on this paper. Let's see if I can get those up a little higher and get all this shown. I don't know. So we're just going to start here. The first color is lime, and this is the color on the tip over here. These are numerically numbered 1 through 72 in the set. So if you want to keep them that way, you can keep them that way. If they're color coordinated to be in that order. So you'll have your yellows, your oranges, your pinks, purples, blues, greens, you know, etc., etc. So we're going to start off with the lime, and I think I'll get you down just a little bit closer. I think we were about this close when we were doing the color swatching on the other set, so you can see how they lay down. That's nice. Okay, you can push pretty hard here. No tip breaking. And you can lighten it quite well. Covers nicely. Going to the next color, which is Primrose Yellow, number 2. Okay, it's interesting. There's a little bit of black in that tip. I don't know if that was from sharpening or if it was a crumb on the paper, so I'll have to keep my eye on that. Buttercup Yellow. Really creamy and bright. I have these flowers out in my yard. That fits the flowers. Champagne. Make sure, see the black on the pencil. Looks like when I was sharpening it, it may have gotten on the lead. So just make sure your tips are clean. Oh, that's a pretty color. I mean, it's not very bright, but it's a pretty color. Gold. Let's see how this turns out. Oh, definitely is goldish color. You can push it pretty hard down here on the paper, but too hard because I'm going to rip up the paper. Deep cadmium. It's a hard one for me to say. Pretty color. Sorry, arm reaching. Yellow ochre. Mid chrome. These are not as soft as the Pro Soft. This is deep chrome, but not quite as hard as the Polys. Spectrum orange. Trying to see, you kind of have a little bit of wax showing, but not much, which is nice. This paper, again, is kind of a toothy paper. This is bright red. Primary red. That's more of an orangey red. Oops. Geranium Lake. Okay. Interesting name. Geraniums here are flowers. So I guess this is Red Lake. Next color. Crimson Lake. It's a little bit darker than the geranium. I like this one better. Plum. And I already know that this one's going to be red. Our plums are purple here. We do have red plums, but it's interesting that they would call that a plum. Maybe they have red plums in Britain. Is that where these are from, right? Yep. Okay, flesh pink. Oh, that is a light color. That's almost the same color as the paper. Let's see if I can get a different, brighter white piece of paper or something here. Because this is kind of an off-white. And we'll see what this color looks like on this. So that's a very, very, very light skin color. I would call that more of an ivory. Yeah. Or it looks more like an ivory to me. Sorry. I don't think I would use that as a flesh tone unless I was highlighting a cheek or something. Salmon. She'll be a pinker color. Very on this paper. You can see it, but again, we'll go on the white. Show it maybe a little bit better. Okay. Don't know if you can see that. Again, very, very light color. Might work good on black paper. I don't know. Pink Madder Lake. Sorry about that. This is just going to be a nice pink color. And then rose pink. It kind of looks like a lilac-y color, but it's pretty. Oh, it fades into nothing over here. So if you want a really light pink, that would do. These colors are really, really light. This white paper is cardstock. So yeah, those more like tints. I'm used to my pastels. Those look like tints to me. Okay, here we go with the cerise pink. That's a nice pretty color. Like a bubblegum pink. And we have magenta. It's a pretty color. And we have Mars Violet. and heather. Very light colors so far. Soft violet. Grape. Maybe it'll be a nice dark, yeah, okay, I like that one. But those two would blend nice. So this one's the soft violet. Gets me that these just blend into nothing. So you have to put some pressure down. Not on the dark ones though. I don't know, was I doing that on camera? Might have to have a different color to blend that with. Okay, what do we got? Imperial Purple. Maybe we'll go with that one. It's just rough to see how they blend. Oh yeah, that blends a little better. Okay, next color we got dark violet. So, do any of you have this set? Blue Violet Lake. If so, tell me what you think of them in the comment section down below. Oh, that would be a nice color. Those two, I like that. Delft Blue. It's a nice shade. Mid Ultramarine. And then Ultramarine. Those would blend really nicely too. Of course, they're the same color. Okay, we have a Persian Blue. And here we have the Phthalo Blue. Persian Blue. Got a lot of blues. Just looking at the range, because that's our lightest blue so far. Dark indigo. Oh, that's pretty. Yep, yep, yep. Okay, and cobalt blue. Okay, that's the top tray. Yeah. Clunk, clunk, clunk. Move that out of the way. Next tray. Still into blues. So we have light blue. Maybe this will be our lightest blue. No, the next one will. I just looked at the case. That's pretty. Okay, we have sky blue. Oh, and this is going to be so light, you're not going to see it. Okay. I'm not going to see it much over here either. Let's try. Use my printer paper. That has a little bit more tooth to it. Okay, so you can see it on that one. We'll mix it with some dark indigo here. Let's see how it blends. You hear the wax in the pencils if you're wondering what that noise is. Well, other than the fact, I gotta get down here so we can see what I'm doing. You can't really see the color because it goes out to here. You can blend on top of it. So I would assume in the coloring books they'll show up a little bit better, and you would use it as the extreme highlight instead of a white. All these light colors. Put that back. I'll have to play around with these. Okay, we got to turn the page. Next sheet. Still working in our blues. We have Kingfisher Blue. That's an interesting name. Midnight Blue. That's pretty. Turquoise green. So we're going to start on our greens. It's a pretty color. Spruce green. Kind of a gray green. Distant green. One of the very light colors again. I don't know if I like those. Okay, racing green. This should be dark. Light moss. It's kind of strange on all these light colors. I would think they would have a little more pigment in them. Sap green. Mineral green. Just a hair brighter than the sap green. Cedar green. That's pretty. I like that one. And then we have grass green. Whoa, that's bright. My grass is not that color. Sorry. My grass is more like that color. Moss green. Okay, let's move it over here. Now I gotta figure out which color I'm at. We're at foliage. It's pretty. Olive green. Very similar. Bronze. So now we're getting into our browns. Sepia. These are keeping their tips real well, so even with putting heavy pressure on them. Burnt umber. Oh, I like that. So you can make a real fine line on these too with that thinner tip. I didn't sharpen it to a sharp point though. I sharpened it with a little bit of a dull edge on it. So you'll see that little flatness on the very tip there. I didn't want to sharpen them too sharp. This is the what is this? Van Dyke brown. It's a nice brown. Copper beech. Pretty. Okay, then we go back up to the top here. We have chocolate. Dark chocolate looks like. Brown ochre. burnt yellow ochre. That one looks more yellow than this one. Sunset gold. That's pretty. Autumn leaf. See some autumn colors coming in here. That's pretty. Venetian red. Terracotta. Yeah, these are going to be beautiful for autumn leaves. Nutmeg. Ooh, I like that. Pretty. And then the last of our colors here is burnt carmine. I like that too. You just see a leaf done in those with a couple of these greens on it. Pretty, pretty, pretty. It's not even summer yet, and I'm thinking fall. That's not good. Gunmetal. It's a nice color gray. And we have storm gray. Felt gray. That's going to be really light. And this one is blue gray. And it definitely is. Then we have our ivory black. It looks to be like a dark gray, more than a black. And Chinese white, which I don't think you're going to see because it's not going to show up. But I will cut through the black here so you can see it might go over the other colors. There we go. That is a set. So we do have our green section. You gotta count those. These are the greens. I would throw the bronze in there, but so that's not bad. I would call this turquoise green. You can either use it in the greens or the blues. The blues, you have either 2 or 3 here, and then you have a nice selection on this side. Purples are kind of limited for the violets. You've got them to here, and the only purple really that you have are like these two. Grape is one of my favorite colors, but it's a really deep kind of purple. And then you have your pinks. Unfortunately, some of your pinks barely show up. I mean, you can see it, but I mean, wow. I'm not terribly impressed with these really light colors that if you were just looking at the page, you'd wonder if I put it down. Okay, probably great for some kind of access, but I mean, when you're looking at the color softs, these have got deeper tones to them. The light colors the soft pink, the blush pink. So what do we got? Like the colors that are down here, you can see these. Even the soft pink is darker than the rose pink. The Pink Matter Lake, I think, would probably go up here a little bit better. Don't exactly, that would look more salmon-y to me, but kind of disappointed in the light tones. Even the champagne is so light you can't barely see it. So between the two sets, I would pick and choose colors out of here to use, just from using them in the swatch book. I need to play with them on a piece of coloring book paper to find out if they're going to be brighter than the color softs, which I really like the colors in here. I mean, what's not to like? They're bright, they're vibrant. These are softer, some almost transparent, but you do have a nice selection of both. The Procolour, the tips don't wear down as quickly. These Color Soft, when you use them on like this rougher paper, you can basically just kind of watch the lead go boom. But that's okay, you've got a lot of it in the pencil. My favorite color. What is this? This is the blackberry. I just love this color. And let's see, we'll mix some lilac in there. These are the color softs. And what is this one? This is the soft pink. And so you can see the soft pink. That's just playing around on my desk. Anyway, so these really, really light colors, I'm going to have to see if I can see them in a color book. In fact, I'll pull a color book out. What do I got? Let me see. We'll just pull this one out. We have the On Land book. Well, let's do this page. So we have the Color Soft here. We're going to take these, and then we're going to take something out of the Procolour, and we're going to color this little magnifying glass here real quick. So we'll throw some of this blackberry down on here, just because it's on my desk and I don't have to go look for anything else. We'll just do the handle. And this is just really quick coloring, so don't expect anything. Out of the extraordinary. And just coloring. Okay, I do notice one thing on the Color Soft. They kind of crumble when you color with them. It's like a, let's say crumble is like they fall apart, but there's always like a little dust that comes off of them when you're coloring, like these little shards. So one of the things I have to remember, because I'm notorious for wiping my page, so I have to use the brush at all times on these, just because I don't want to run color across my page, you know, with my hand. Yeah, where's my little brush? So we can just brush it off like that, and then you don't get those stripes. I'll do a little up here too, just so we get this. Same colors on here. just trying to see it a little better. Okay, there we go. Then we're going to pull out, so that was blackberry and a lilac. So if we're over here into the Procolours, we can pull out the grape and whatever this is, heather. I think those are going to be the closest to these shades. It's going to be a little lighter, but that's okay. We're going to do the bee. So we'll go in with the grape. And then the, what did I call this? Heather. And we'll go opposite way, the lighter to the dark. Down on his little backside down here. I'll try it light up here too. Just gonna quickly color in some color on his legs. Then I'm going to bring in one of those really light colors. What was it? It was a pink. We'll go in with a rose pink and then pull out pink of the other one. To find it. Rose pink, and we had soft pink. So you would think this one is going to be darker than this one. We will find out. We're going to do the wings. So first the Procolour. I'm pressing pretty hard on this. Then we're going to bring in the Color Soft in the soft pink. Let's see what we get here. Right away you will notice that the Color Soft goes over the black a little bit more. These are more transparent, so it doesn't cover up the black as much. Well, it doesn't cover up the paper that much either. Just going to go over the whole wing in this pink and then pick a darker pink. Magenta here. This is still in the Procolours. So we'll just blend on top of that. Well, that works nicely on that real light color. So maybe those light colors will work really well. Throw some of that on those legs too. Get you some color here, dude. I don't like the other color I put up here, but we'll just add some of this magenta to it and help it out a little bit. So all in all, I could like how the Procolor blend in, well, this book. They blend nicely. They blend with the Color Soft too, so you can use these together. Let's see how many coats you can put on here. It's just soft. With the Procolor, you don't have to push to get the color to lay down on that. It just does, which is nice. Let's see if we can pull out one darker color in. I don't know if burnt Carmine would work in here, but just a bit darker. So we've got the purple grape, we've got the heather, we have the rose pink, and now we have the carmine along with magenta in here. So what is that, 4, 5 colors? We'll throw some of this burnt carmine in here too for fun. And let's see, I want a deeper color still in there. We're going to go with just this ivory black. Let's see if we can't deepen that up a little down in here. Okay, we'll bring in some of the Chinese white and see if we can't add a little tiny bit more highlight on here. Don't know if you can. Don't know if you see it. Not quite like a Prisma white. Okay. Do this little thing here. This is the rose pink in the Color Soft. See if we can add some of that into our highlight here too. And then we added the magenta. Where is that? Did I put it away? Yep. So we'll just add a little magenta down in here. Okay, well, for a fun little thing, it didn't take too long. So that's how they look mixed together. Take the soft pink of the Color Soft. Stick it on the rest of that. Cute. So there we go. They mix and match well. I am going to have to play with the Procolours because it seems to be the light to the dark, which is opposite of the way I color. So yeah, I'm gonna have fun playing with these. Thank you guys for joining me on this little adventure. And I will see you in another video with a coloring book instead of color swatching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care, everyone. Bye now.